We need to talk about songwriting, about you. Ask yourself this question: why do you write? There's probably not just one answer to that question. Here's a list of reasons I came up with for why someone might write: to get a hit song on the radio, to express myself, to make a living, to get a message out, to enjoy the process. It fits an image I have of myself, or it fits an image that I want others to have of me, to fit in with others, because it challenges my creative side. Or maybe I'm in a band and we just need some material that's original. There's nothing necessarily wrong about any of the items on that list. These are all legitimate reasons to write songs, although some of them come with a set of problems that you should be very honest with about. There are a lot of resources for songwriters who want to be commercially successful, who want to make a living, who want to make money at writing songs. I've gone to songwriters conventions. I've attended local songwriting groups. I've read songwriting books. There's a lot of resources out there if that is the reason why you write, or one of the major reasons that you write. And if commercial success is your goal, then you should definitely seek out those resources because they're good. I am not a commercial success. No one has ever paid money for any of my music that I'm aware of, but I consider myself to be a successful songwriter. Why is that? Well, it's because I love music and I have my own tastes in music. And when I write songs, I write the songs that I want to hear, not necessarily what I think everyone else wants to hear. I like the songs that I've written, not because they meet certain criteria or measure up to certain formulas, but because I've managed to get pretty close to writing the kinds of songs that I like to listen to. I feel like that makes me a successful songwriter. I believe that this is the most important aspect of being a songwriter. The more your songs resonate with you, the more potential they will have to resonate with others. And conversely, the more you stray from yourself in your craft, the weaker the connection you build between your song and those who will hear it. Now, that is just an opinion, and I know that there are exceptions all over the place. But I still believe it's a good standard to set for yourself. Write the music that you want to listen to. Now, here's how I apply this to myself. Okay? I am generally an upbeat person with a lot of positive attitude, but I have a serious, dark, and twisty side. And this comes out in a lot of ways. I love having fun with bringing it out in my music. And I've written some horror theme songs that I absolutely love going back and listening to myself. Okay. Another thing, in spite of being a fairly happy person, I do struggle with depression, and emotional pain has been a big part of my life. It's been a big presence. It definitely comes out in my music. And not just the sad and defeated stuff, but also the fierce determination to beat the depression, to rise above it. That comes out in my music as well. Also, let's see, I am a thinker, and I'm not afraid of things like contradiction and obscurity. I love songs that have deep lyrics. And I enjoy crafting lyrics that are a little challenging and that make a person think, that are not always so straightforward. It takes a lot to really emotionally move me, but I love it when something does move me emotionally. And so cheesy songs don't really do it for me. I want to be pushed. I want something to punch me in the gut or smack me upside the head. I want it to give me a lung-crushing bear hug. Or something just needs to pop out unexpectedly in the song and smack me upside the back of the head, some kind of a surprise. And so when I write songs, I aim to deliver that punch or that smack upside the head or that unexpected twist. These are things that come out in my music that are definitely part of who I am. Now, I could probably keep going and think up a whole bunch more things to add to that list, but I think you're getting the idea here. Use aspects of yourself to drive the construction of your songs, and your tools will be all the more effective. Now, I should point out here that I am not talking about writing songs about yourself. That's something completely different. You can write completely fictional songs while fueling the craft with the energy and the emotion and the truth that comes from your own well of honest passion. Now, before we leave this topic, there's one very important thing that I need to point out about all this. In order for you to write songs from your own heart, you have to know your own heart. More than that, you need to be brutally honest with yourself, with your own heart. Because if you're writing out of self-denial, it's defeating the whole concept of what we're talking about here. Now, on the other hand, writing a song that is honest about your own self-denial, that's a whole nother thing. That could be really, really powerful. But anyway, you've got to be honest with yourself, and you have to know yourself in order for this to work. Learn to ask tough questions about yourself, and then take the time to explore the answers to those questions. Give this self-searching thing, this soul-searching, this inward examination, give this at least as much energy and focus as you put into crafting your songs. Songs will probably come out of this exploration, in fact. Not only will it help your songwriting, but it just might open up some paths to being a better version of yourself. Thanks, guys.